In this video, we look at how to use regression, generate a regression equation that we can use to predict the future. And in this case, our x-axis is always, we're going to be using simple linear regression. And all that means is that we're going to create a linear line, and we're only going to have one independent variable, which is our time index, our time period. So I'm going to go to the data, go to this one. We've already done this. We've already done a scatter plot. Now I'm going to predict the future. And there's multiple ways to do it. Let me show you a fast way to get started. If I right click on one of these data points, after I've done it, right click, add a trend line. We're just going to be in linear world. You can make it nonlinear, but linear is what I'm going to talk about. And I want to get the equation. Go ahead and get the R squared. That's a measure of goodness of fit. So this becomes my equation, and it's hard to see, but this equation is the dotted line, and the dotted line is a linear equation based on the best fit of these data points. And from high school, you remember, or before high school, this is the intercept. So if I take that dotted line and extrapolate it to when x is equal to 0, you can see my y is around 15,000. It's 15,111. And then the change in y, the change in energy cost in dollars for 1 unit change in year, that's what this is. This is the slope. So with those numbers, I could go into the future, let's do it a couple times, and take 280.68 multiplied by x. Well, in this case, x is year, and my year is this, plus 15111. Do the same thing. In fact, I'm just going to copy that formula down. And now I can grab, I'm going to left click in cell A1, and notice what I'm doing. I'm grabbing columns B and C. I'm going to build another scatter plot. And the nice thing about this is that it projects the forecast in a different color because it's in a different column. So that's going in the future. There's an easier way, maybe rather than typing in the slope and the intercept, I can use, there's lots of equations in Excel. One of them that you can use is that you can use the slope equation, and you've got to put in your y values, that's the result, and your x's. Same thing, you can get the intercept, put in your y's. Don't put in your x's first. Don't put your time periods first. Put your result first. That's another way to get those numbers so you don't have to type them in. It's generally when you code, when you write formulas in Excel, you don't want to hard code numbers. You want to point to data. So if the data changes, you don't have to rewrite your formulas. So this is probably a little bit better way to do it. Oops. And copy that down. Okay, that's forecasting a linear trend. Thanks.